put me in that. I'm not in that at all. I'm not.
And then I've stolen your radio show.
Then the boss has gone, oh, there's this guy, a 5 bloke wants to do radio. And I'm like, brilliant, give him a show, but not mine.
We have a Chris.
Is he not here yet? Oh, he's here, beyond me. Oh, there is another one coming. There he is.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
How are you? I'm Chris. Oh no, I've done it wrong again.
We don't walk in together anymore, do we?
No.
Giving the game away.
Well, no, yeah, but
You're not eating today.
listen, can we just? Yeah, I have. I've got my chicken. Listen, when we're on there, can we just pretend?
What, that we like each other?
Yeah, really get it.
Cameras on now.
Woo!
We should get a beer soon.
Yeah, defo, yeah. Whoa.
Take a seat.
Fucking yeah.
Woo! Oh, we're so mates, all so mates.
Oh, bowling was good last night.
Bowling was brilliant, wasn't it? We'll have to do that again.
I won, didn't I?
Oh, always winning, aren't you? God,
always winning.
Oh, squeaking.
Squeaking.
Turn mine down a little bit, I think. We are professional, Joe Kinch.
I was singing in the car earlier. One of the songs was going to be, I just got a mix of it. And Joe got a rendition of me practicing my parts.
Excellent.
Yeah. What did you think, Joe? Thanks, mate. What about my big part?
We can shut this today. Because it's not actually boiling hot in here anymore.
No, it's all right, isn't it?
And that means when you're coughing and moving your fucking chair around, it's not so loud.
The weird weather's weird, isn't it?
It's nice. It looks nice.
It's cold, though.
It is, yeah, but it is. And it turned on. Oh, don't you find, like, when it's autumn on the Saturday, the weather literally knows. It changes. It goes, we're
it's
now. Colder now.
Yeah.
They just turned the heat down because Friday was like 26.
It was well nice.
Last day of summer, it was gorgeous. But next week looks all right. What about the weather, man?
Well, next week doesn't look all right for me because it doesn't matter what's happening. I'm just in a dance studio.
You're just rehearsing, aren't you?
All day, every day. Dancing and dancing and dancing.
Okay.
Are we ready, boys? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Born ready.
No heel today. Did the contract end or what?
No what today?
No heel.
No heel, no. He's
toast. I just had toast.
There you go.
Actual real food is also available.
Are we sponsored by Wolverton's or something?
We're sponsored by peanut butter and tiger bread, which is a good
we're
combination.
Sponsored by Jasmine Rice.
What, you chicken and rice still?
Oh, chicken and rice, yeah. Chicken and fucking rice.
Oh,
chicken and rice.
Are you allowed to like put a bit of katsu sauce with that and have like flavoured chicken and rice? Could you make a chicken korma?
No.
Really?
No, I've got chicken and rice. I can put some spice on the chicken.
Spicy chicken.
I'm just living the
having
dream.
spicy chicken again.
Exactly, yeah. Every day,
and
twice.
Breakfast, toast and that. Is it chicken all the time?
No.
Is every time you eat chicken?
No, so I have a bagel.
Yeah.
So the only bit of bready sort of stuff. I have a bagel in the morning with turkey bacon.
Yeah.
It's very high in fibre.
Turkey bacon is good.
Very high in
actually,
protein, yeah.
And actually quite nice.
Yeah, and it's lovely.
Quite like a bit of turkey
And then
bacon.
I have chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Then I have tuna and pasta. Then I have chicken and rice again. And then I have steak and homemade chips. It's nice.
Do you know you sound like Scott?
Who? Oh yeah, that guy on the
At 3
internet.
o'clock I'll have me fish.
Have me fish.
Then I'll have me rice.
Rice cake, then fish. Have you seen the size of that guy now? You should try and get him on a video. Chicken and rice cake, then have me fish, then have a rice cake.
That's you, but with your chicken and rice.
Yeah, exactly.
I would suggest to any boy bands watching now that are thinking of doing that, first thing we've learned is start off on bar stools. Don't ever worry about dance routines.
Yeah.
Secondly, bar stools with the table in front of you so they can't see your belly. That way, when you do your reunion tour in 20 years' time, job done.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what you look like, as long as this bit's okay.
Yeah, and
you can still sing.
I'm on the treadmill going, fuck's sake! Fuck's sake!
Okay, 8 to the men, clapper boards. Welcome to the A to Z of Men. It's Chris and Scott, and we're on the letter P, which is quite near the end of the alphabet. Not long to go now.
It's going to be penis, isn't it?
I would have thought today's going to be penis, penetration, prostitution.
Why prostitution?
I don't know. Or
You just went from penetration to prostitution.
pelvis. No,
it's
pelvic bone. No,
I
don't. I think it's going to be penis. But we've talked about penises before.
Yeah, but like, I hope it's not like they've gone serious again and it's perimenopause or like.
Oh God, no.
No.
If it's Perry anything, I hope it's Perinaise Nando sauce.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be good. The 8 Set of Men, if you're new to the show, is an in-depth look inside the man's brain and how we go from perimenopausal to Perinaise the Nando sauce. That's basically how it works.
It is, yeah.
And each week we come up with the words, and we've done this over 4 seasons now. And before we used to come up with the words ourselves. And in the first 2 episodes, I'd come up with a word, you'd come up with a word, and then we'd battle those words out for the ultimate word to be entered into the 8 Set of Men, representing that letter. Now our wives do it for us.
Because we're lazy.
And we just sit here and react to the words they give us, which sometimes works well, sometimes not so well, because we don't want to talk about it.
And we've got no prep.
Like feelings.
Yeah.
So it works really well, and we're working out what we're going to do next season. But this season, our wives are choosing the words, and we'll find out what that word is for P in just a second. So busy, I'd imagine now. A month to go till the tour starts?
I mean, this is it now. This is like, so we are, oh, wow. I mean, I can't say too much, but we got to see the set yesterday.
Well, actually, what it looks like.
Like, as in pictures of what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
And,
so have they set it up somewhere so they can see what it looks like?
No, not yet. So it's being built and being made and stuff like that at the moment. So, but we know what it's going to look like. We've seen some stills.
Cool.
And it's very exciting.
Yeah, I bet.
And we get to see, and I can show you a few bits.
Okay, cool.
So on the 25th or the 24th of this month.
Yeah.
This month? Yeah. This month we get to see of next month.
Okay.
Yeah, of next month, 24th, 25th of October. We get to see the set and walk on it for the first time. And
wow. And where will that be? Ireland?
No, we will be in sort of Birmingham way.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite Ireland, Birmingham.
Yeah. And then, so now's rehearsals, remembering the dance routines.
We've got dance rehearsals.
Singing rehearsals?
Then singing rehearsals.
Yeah.
Then production rehearsals.
Because I suppose for a couple of the members haven't been, you've been out gigging and doing singing, so you've regularly sung, but some of them might not have sung since the 90s.
Know what's crazy is even me, Sean and Rich, who were doing some bits and bobs, we haven't actually been on stage, apart from the Robbie Williams show, which was like, a minute and a half on stage.
Yeah.
I've not sung for a year.
I was going to, actually, the gigs you were doing were last year, weren't they?
Yeah.
You stopped doing them at Christmas.
Yeah, well, November. So, so I've literally not sung for a year, nor Sean, nor Rich.
Yeah.
Abs was doing some stuff with Boys on Block, so he's probably been about a year and a half.
Jay done any singing?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing at all.
Does he remember all the words? And
he's been practicing quite a bit.
Excellent.
He's been practicing.
That must be really hard. I mean, I don't remember lyrics very well. I do on songs that mean something to me, but it must be hard to sing your own songs and go, I don't actually remember this next bit.
Well, I mean, Abs, for example, is listening to songs that we're doing and he swears blind he's never sung them before. And I'm like, that's you there. And he's like, no, I've never done. And I'm like, you've done it live.
Well, also forgetting what words he sang in the studio when the song was mixed.
No, he's like, this isn't our song. And I'm like, it is. It's you're singing. That's you. But yeah, crazy.
Slam dunk to fuck. Is this ours? I don't remember this. You mean probably the album tracks? And stuff.
Yeah. Not to be honest, with Abs, it doesn't have to be an album track. It could be anything. He just doesn't remember a lot.
Okay. So with the 8 Set of Men, we're going to try and get as many as we can done throughout the next few months. Obviously, the 5 stuff is going to take priority because
you're going to have to bear with us.
It's a bit of cash.
Yeah.
But we are going to try. It's not going to be every Monday 40-minute podcasts where we're in a studio. It's just not going to happen.
It can't happen.
But we are going to try and do episodes on each of the Mondays. It might just be me catching up with Scott on a phone. I might go and travel to where he is and have a quick catch up with some microphones, but it's not going to be the same as this.
No.
While the tour's on. So we'll try and do some in the evening as well, so we can get some done in between rehearsals. But once the gig starts as well, it will probably go radio silent for a month.
Yeah. You can probably see by, if you're watching on YouTube, you probably see by my beard that I'm not as well kept as
he hasn't got time to shave
as I once was. I'm deep into sort of rehearsals.
You look good on the camera.
Yeah, but look at my beard. Look at my beard up close.
You still look.
It's not being groomed at the moment.
I am being groomed.
By who?
Just me. Right, 8 to the men for the letter P. We'll find out what the word is next with Joe. He'll come in. He's our producer, and he will tell us what the word is in just a second. Welcome back to the A to Z of men for the letter P. So we await the arrival of Joe from this door behind me, if you're watching on YouTube. Joe will come out with a word, and we will discuss that word in depth.
Matthew, I'm going to be...
That would have been a good song. It's, yeah. There he is.
Joe-Kinch,
everybody.
Hello.
How are you, Joseph? Okay.
It's that time again.
Let's have our words for the letter P.
Like perfect.
Okay.
Do that again.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay.
We're professionals, man.
Okay.
Did you see our social media video we did this week? 2 truths, 1 lie.
Yeah.
That was very well done.
That was good. Are we ready?
3,
2, 1.
Peers?
Peers?
As in, I suppose as in our peers, not Piers Morgan. Or they've spelt beers wrong.
Beers. Let's talk about beers, baby.
Peers, I've got a sheet that they've given us as well. And the sheet says, peers, who you surround yourself with, how do you find your tribe? It's weird, isn't it? Because I don't think you ever go out and go, I'm going to the party tonight. Hopefully I'm going to make a new best mate.
No.
You would never do that, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
So you don't, the people I hang around with are people that I connect with, or I get something from. There may be something missing in my armory that I can get from someone else.
Yeah.
And that's what I think creates a really good relationship. There might be something I can offer somebody that they haven't got that I can, and that makes us really good friends. I'm thinking of me and you. We're both quite yin and yang. There's quite a lot of things that you're really good at that I'm not very good at. And likewise, we talk to each other and go, oh, can you help me with this? And you go, yeah, think about it like this. And oh, yeah, brilliant. Bit like a relationship, like a marriage.
A bit like a relationship.
It's fairly like a relationship, apart from the sex.
Yeah.
Just like a marriage. So I remember when the kids were young enough to go to junior school, and I always remember Karen making friends everywhere in junior school. Like all of the women she was friends with.
Yeah.
And then one day she sort of said, oh, well, blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. All their husbands are going to come out. We're going to go out for a big night out, like with all the husbands. So you're coming along, and I'm like,
you were breezy with that, weren't you?
I'm like, what do you mean? I don't need to meet anybody else. And she's like, yeah, no, but all the husbands are coming. They seem really fun. And I'm like, but I'm not looking for new friends. I'm not seeing the friends I've already got enough.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to add to my friendship circle. But then we went out, and there's probably 2 of those people I still see.
Yeah.
And this is 10 years ago, and we're really good friends. So there was obviously something about them that appealed to me that I went, oh, do you know what? I quite like you.
Yeah, I might have time. I might have room in my...
I just kicked out a couple that I didn't need anymore.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, that's how I don't think you set out to find your tribe. I think in everyday life, you meet your tribe. You meet people that you go, actually, you could be on my tribe.
Well, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because like for me, where I'm, because I've, done the stuff in the band, and I'm a little bit like...
What band?
5. Yeah, in a band and that.
Wow.
Music.
We should use that to promote our podcast.
We should.
Try that.
We should. So I'm a little bit, not standoffish, because I will talk to anyone, but I need to feel comfortable in a situation, in a place,
Yeah.
I always say to you, like, who's going to be there?
Yeah.
And you don't even bother inviting me to things anymore.
No, I don't.
Because you would have been invited, but like there was more than 6 people there.
Yeah, that you don't know.
Yeah. But I remember a couple of times, I won't mention the name, but so Kerry still got a friend who didn't settle down for a while, settled down now. And yet again, I'm not going to mention the name.
What, as in partner?
A girl. Yeah, didn't settle down with it. So, but would keep on like getting a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then that boyfriend would like be like a barbecue. And then I would either attach myself to them and get on quite well. And then we'd have a barbecue like 3 weeks later. Different guy. I'm like, where's Darren? Oh no, it's Mark now. She's dating Mark now. And I'm making these names up. But like, and then I'd think Mark was a twat.
Yeah.
And then Mark would linger around for a bit. And I'm like, Darren was so much cooler. And then I remember at some point it became a thing where I'd be saying to this girl, oh, don't get back with Darren. Like this, because men can get an instant attachment to someone and get on really well. And then, but you don't want to be stuck with, and this has happened to everyone listening, and like, you know, when you're at a party that you've been dragged to, kicking and screaming by your missus because it's her friends and she wants you there because she loves you and you want to go there because you want to support her, blah, 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 whatever it is. And you go there, and our first port of call, if we're talking to a stranger, is we go, "Oh, do you like football?"
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse. You go, "Oh, do you like football?" No, I don't like football. Do you like, oh, right. And you go, do you like blah, blah, blah? And they go, no. Go, do you like basketball? No, not really. Oh, what do you like? I like fishing. and you go, oh, right, fishing. Oh, okay.
Caught anything big.
Caught anything. And then they get their phone out and they're showing you fucking carp, aren't they? But no, they are though.
Yeah.
They've got their phone out and they're going, oh, this one was in France. Wow, we went there for 5 days. I caught 6 fish. That's quite good, actually.
And you're dying inside.
You're dying inside. You're thinking,
I mean, you're dying inside generally once they've turned their nose up at football.
I mean, once you've seen one fucking cop, you've seen them all, wouldn't you?
I do. Sometimes when somebody says, no, I'm more of a rugby man myself, I'm lost because I don't know anything about rugby.
I'm like,
I just go, well, rugby league or the other one.
Yeah,
I don't.
Rugby league or union? Are you a hooker?
That's it. Yeah.
Like it doesn't. But it does foul on football as well sometimes. I'll go, what team do you support? Tottenham. Fuck you. And that's happened so many times. And I'm like, and my go-to, I always go, I thought you was a really good guy. It turns out that you can't be.
I went to a party on Sunday night for a friend's 50th and Joe Kinch was there. Our producer, Joe Kinch, was DJing. He was the DJ at the party. And there were people I knew at the party. There was a couple of people from the radio station I work at. And it wasn't somebody from the radio station, it was somebody completely external, but they happened to know them as well. So I knew a few people. Yeah. And I really try and make an effort to go, I'm going to chat to, I don't know, I do these I set myself challenges. So I say, tonight I'm going to chat to 3 strangers, 3 people I don't know, push myself out my comfort zone. And this all started with, I mentioned on the podcast, I'm walking to the gym every morning or every time I go to the gym.
Past the primary school. three random strangers.
3 times a week I walk to the gym and I will always say to myself on the way there, I'm going to get 5 hellos back from somebody. So I'll walk past somebody and I go, hello, morning. And if they get I need 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I set myself a challenge to do that. It doesn't really bother me if they don't say hello back because I think I made the effort. So that's fine. So I went to this party with the idea that I would chat to 3 strangers. I managed to chat to one that I remember, and then another one I just couldn't. Do you know when I was like, I just couldn't be bothered. I couldn't get anything from this person, and in the end I just thought, well, I'm just going to get a drink, and I just walked off.
Do you know what's really funny? It's like and I know you do this because you talk to me about like, oh, Karen said we're going to go to this thing.
Yeah.
And I do exactly the same. I go, oh, I don't really want to go. And I build it up in my head and then I go.
Yeah.
And I end up having a nice time.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Kerry will say to me, but you done this last time. Like, so I'll paint this nose. So she says, oh, we're going to a barbecue or whatever. And I go, I don't want to go. I don't know anyone. Like, I know you, but you know everyone. So you're going to
wander off and leave me on my own.
And I'm going to be on my own. I don't want to, and I'm not drinking at the moment. So, and then I get there and there's a guy and he's really cool and we talk and we have a few drinks together or whatever it is. But the next time I forget that.
Yeah.
I forget that we had a good time. And I have tried to get better at those situations, but I mean, I've been sworn, like Kerry's like made me like, not physically sign bits of paper to say don't talk to people on holiday.
Yeah.
But like we've always find a holiday friend.
But why is that? Why can you do that on holiday? Is it because you're there, so you might as well chat to people, whereas with the party you can not go in the first place?
I've tried to explain this to Sean and Rich, right? So because in social situations, say we've just done a gig, and let's say we've just done a gig, all 5 of us, right?
Yeah.
And the boys are downstairs in the bar of the hotel.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
Yeah.
Right? Now, why? And the reason why is because if it's a crowded bar, I don't want the attention. I don't want to.
Do none of the other boys have this problem?
No, they do, but they're just better at dealing with it than me. Sometimes Jay will be like, oh, I feel exactly the same as you at this point, and he'll leave. But like, it's got to the point where the boys will go to me, they're phoning me and they're going, honestly, we're in a quiet corner. No one's bothered us. There's only 12 people here. No one's actually like come over.
Yeah.
It's fine. And they're coaching me into it, right? I feel when Kerry's there, I feel more at ease because she's my safety blanket, type thing. And I have tried to get better at that, but I always, in the end, enjoy myself. And I don't know why.
I think that's the same. I didn't want to go to this party on Saturday. Actually, that's not right. I did not want to go to the party. The person meant something to me and I did want to go to the party. It was my friend, so we could have backed out the party because it's a lot easier when it's your party and when you're going to a party. And I said, no, we're going. We got there and we did have a really good night. There was people there that I knew, like I said, and I was hanging out with them. I met one guy in particular from Aberdeen. He might be listening because I told him about the podcast. Yeah. And he was a really nice guy. Yes, football was talked about radio, but then he talked about Talk Sport and how good Talk Sport was if you're a football fan, and that's how he gets all of his information. So we had a really good, probably chatted for 15 minutes, and then I wandered off, got a drink, hadn't seen him for the rest of the night. So I made an effort, but he wasn't somebody that I was going to add to my tribe.
Yeah.
But that is the type of place where I might meet somebody that would come along to my tribe, and I'll go, we should go out for a beer. But can you do that at our age?
Yeah, no, I think you can.
Can you do that with a stranger at a party? Ever finish a conversation 20 minutes at a party and go, we should go out for a beer?
I think if you feel that because it's very, when you've clicked with someone.
Yeah.
Like you 100% know when you've clicked with someone. And I would like to make more effort to do things. Like I'm not drinking at the moment because I'm trying to get fit for the tour and it's going really well. So I'm when you start seeing results, you go like, that's brilliant. Of course. But like our friend Alex, who we used to do a podcast with, we used to do a show called The Free Show. Is it still on the internet somewhere? I don't know
if you can get it anymore.
But it was years ago, but I haven't seen Alex for years.
It was like before podcasts were a thing. We were doing a podcast.
If we were still doing that podcast,
it would have been huge now.
Yeah. And he was like, let's go out. And I was like, I'm not drinking. I was like, actually, that doesn't matter. We went out for a coffee and we're starting to meet each other more because he's such a nice guy, Alex.
Yeah,
and there's no reason why, I mean, obviously he's your friend as well. There's no reason why you can't make that. It only has to be an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to a coffee shop. We was there for an hour and a half. We just chatted shit for an hour and a half and we went on our own ways again. But I don't know. Do you know what funny enough, I didn't know I was doing peers today, but I see something on the internet this morning and it made me laugh because I think it's true. If your friends tease you, make fun of you, you're the butt of the joke, sometimes blah, blah, it means they really like you.
Oh, good, because that's all you do.
Yeah, actually, if you've not got a close enough bond with your peers and you're never ribbed for something, it means they don't care enough.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
And
they don't know how you'll react. They don't know how you'll take it, so they don't actually know you.
I'll rib you for anything.
Anything, yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
But that's because you are one of my favourite people. If I thought, I probably couldn't say that about, if I had said something that you were going to get tetchy about, then I wouldn't say it. And if I didn't say it, it's because I'm worried about your reaction.
Yeah.
So I must really fucking like you.
You do, because
I'm constantly on your fucking case. Yeah. And my mate Rob must fucking love me.
Yeah.
He really likes me.
He's obsessed.
He is fucking horrible.
Do you have different people for different needs? They say you have friends for a reason, season and a lifetime. Is that true for you?
100%.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's not to say that the people that you don't confide in about the deep stuff doesn't mean that you're not as close with them.
Yeah.
It means you'll need them for something else. So like with you, I can lean on you for any of the things. So I could go and have a beer with you, but it wouldn't be a crazy one because you're not a crazy drink. We've had some crazy drinks, but it's not something that's not you. I wouldn't put you in the bracket of let's go and get wankered with Chris. It's just it's not a thing really. But I would lean on you for anything. Whereas I've got other mates that just get pissed at them. It's great. And it doesn't need to be any deeper than that. And then you've got, like my brother-in-law, like Martin, can pretty much talk to him about anything. And Rob's a really good example of someone that has got a little bit of everything. Although I don't like to go to Rob and say, I'm really struggling at the moment, because even though he will listen, at some point he will tell me to man up. Yeah, fucking come on, man up. Whereas you will go.
But it comes from a good place with him.
Oh, 100.
He just wants you back to normal.
Yeah.
He wants you back to you as quickly as you can.
Yeah. And he does. So he has a different approach, but it works. So he'll say to me, when I remember once he invited me around his house, I was like, oh, who's going to be there? And he was like, such and such, da, 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 da. And I stopped listening because he just carried on talking.
Saying names you didn't know.
And I went, oh, I won't come. And he went, why? Not this thing. He said, you always say it. And he said, you always have a good time. He said, you've met them before. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But I have been in situations that I'm in, and when you're sitting there and the only thing that you're talking about is you, and you don't want to talk about, I don't want to talk about me all of the time. And you even try, I even try and change the conversation off of me, but because they feel that, which isn't true, they feel that my life's more exciting and my life's more they can ask, oh, who have you met? Blah, blah, blah. And cool, it must have been amazing when you toured there and toured there. I'd sooner talk about their plumbing job and go and because I want to be interested in what they're doing as well, but they find it boring. What they should realise is I probably find, even though my life excites them, I might be bored of it.
Because you do it.
Yeah.
I've had conversations many a time where I'm chatting to somebody fairly recently, and I was talking to somebody and they asked me what I did, and I was like, I'm a radio presenter. And I know as soon as that happens, they're going to ask me questions about radio. He was a copper. I was thinking, mate, you've got far more stories than I've got. You chase people that have killed people. And you do your badge out and everything. And I'm like,
let's talk about that. Yeah.
You've got a car with blue lights on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've got a car that should have blue lights on it, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. No.
But yeah, I know what you mean with that. And I do feel for you, because you're recognizable as well. And I've always been blessed with the fact that actually with radio, somebody goes, what do you do for a living? I can say I'm a plumber, because unless they've seen my YouTube videos or watched anything we've done, they're not going to know who I am. So I can literally blag it. They go, oh, you sound like the bloke on the radio. Everyone says that anyway. Plumbing, brilliant. Whereas you can't really do that, because they can look at you and go, no, you're definitely the bloke off 5. And I only asked you to be polite. I already know, because my wife's already told me who you are.
Well,
that's hard.
I've done it. I have tried it, and it backfired. I don't know if I've told this story before, but in the height of 5, is it the first time we got a holiday, and me, Kerry, and Kerry's mum, Kerry's dad, and loads of friends and family. There's about 30, 40 of us. We all went to, I think it was Ibiza, and I'm so famous at the time. I'm not being big-headed, but I was very famous.
Is this When the Lights Go Out, number 1 songs, Queen and all that?
Yeah, well famous at the time. Yeah. And we get to the hotel, and I go, it's all inclusive, and there's lots of people there. And I said, I don't want it. I said, I really don't want it. I said, I just want to be normal. I just want to be Scott. I said, let's call me Dan. Just call me Dan. Everyone call me Dan. And then if anyone's suspecting that I'm Scott from 5, they'll hear my friends and family calling me Dan.
The guy just must look like him.
He must look like him, right? So, and that's what I done, right? So they were calling me Dan, 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 Dan. People were coming up to me, and they were going, oh my God, can I have a picture? And I was like, sorry, why do you want a picture? You Scott from 5? No, my name's Dan. Oh my God, you look so much like him. And I was getting away with murder, right?
Wow.
And that was because, and that sounds terrible, because I do understand that when you're in a position like I was then, when very famous at the time, that you do owe the public a bit of a service to put your arm around someone and have a picture. I get that. But I was so tired, and I just wanted a tiny bit of normality. I was struggling mentally at the time, and I just wanted to feel normal for a couple of days. And, but my name's obviously not Dan. So I was in the pool, and one of the girls that was with us, a girl called Amel, she was young, girl that we used to babysit. And, she's trying to shout me, and she's going, Dan, Dan.
Like Alan Partridge.
Dan, yeah. And I'm not turning around because my name is not Dan. And she gets bored of that, and she goes, Scott, across the pool. Yeah. And I've gone, and that was it. I was lynched, mate. People were pissed off because
You lied to them.
Yeah. And it was like, and you could see like people going, you said like, and I was like, I had a few angry faces and a few pictures.
Now, surely people must know that. People must go, oh yeah, I suppose. I mean, I remember being in a restaurant with you in, I think it was Bristol. We'd gone to a TGI's. We were filming something for Channel 4. I think it was a poker thing.
Right, yeah.
And we were there together and it was great. And our wives come along and we went out for a meal. And it was in the middle of Big Reunion, I think, or around that time.
Right, okay.
So your fame meter had started to rise a little bit more. And it wasn't actually, there was somebody in the restaurant, like a punter in the restaurant, but it was the staff. They were like, they were coming up with your dinner and going, oh, do you mind if I have a picture? And you were like, do you mind if I eat this first?
Eat this hot.
Yeah, while it's still hot and you're not breathing and spitting all over.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'd do a picture at the end. And they would take offence to it.
They don't understand that the thing. It is weird. Who's I'm going to say his name right. The Office, you got Ricky Gervais who wrote The Office with Stephen Merchant.
Stephen Merchant, yeah.
So Stephen Merchant was on a program. I see it it could have been years ago, but I see it recently. And so when he didn't want to talk to someone, he would pretend, before he was famous, he would just pretend to be foreign. So he used to, and he's telling this story and he's saying, so he would just put on a generic, like English sort of French English accent. So he'd go,
no understand.
No understand, blah, blah. And, he said, but he forgot that when he got famous, he forgot that he was famous. And someone came over to him and said something and he went, oh no, I said it. I don't understand. And they went, you're Stephen Merchant. And he said he had two options. He could either have gone, oh yeah, sorry, I am Stephen Merchant.
Or just play it.
And he said, unfortunately, I picked the latter. I just carried on going, oh no, I don't understand. He said,
That's very
and
good.
they just walked off. That's funny.
I bring Joe in, producer Joe, because we're obviously in our 90s now.
Yeah.
So we've had a chance to make friends all the way through our lives.
Between us, are we 50, 52?
We nearly are.
90, 97. Are we 97?
Between the two of us, I think we are.
Are you 52?
Because you're 10 and I'm 87.
No, are you 52?
52. 3.
You're 53.
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Yeah, we're 98.
98. And I'm, oh my God. And I'm nearly, so we're 99 because I'm nearly 46.
Yeah.
We're going to, when we reach 100.
Jesus.
When we reach 100, we're going to have to do something.
A big party.
No, quit.
Joe, because we've had time to make friends. So I've still got friends from my youth, people I've made friends with at school, people I've made friends with in the weird cult that I grew up in. I know a couple of people from there still. They left, obviously. I don't still hang around with culty people.
Yeah.
I know people from radio stations I worked at. So I've kept friends along the way. And obviously in the last 20 years, I met people like you, Scott. But when you're your age, your friends, obviously you've got work friends at the radio station. But how many friends have you got?
Not lots.
That's good though. That's a really good thing.
I don't really like having lots of friends, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I prefer to have a smaller circle of people. I'd say I've probably met most of my friends from work and also hobby.
Yeah.
Which is always good. I've got some gaming friends that I've met from gaming online and stuff.
You said gaming.
Gaming,
You said gaming. No, no, it was very tricky there.
Yeah.
Because I thought you said something else, but he did say
gaming
friends. Gaming.
Yeah. Gaming friends.
And
I've got, music friends as well. Which I guess I've kind of got like tiers of friends.
Who do you confide in? Obviously, you've got a boyfriend. But outside of your relationship, who would you confide in?
I mean, used to. Probably one of my first.
Are we colleagues or friends?
No, we got to be friends.
No, you're friends.
I know we're friends, but if he said colleagues, I'd have backed off a little bit. But it's weird though, isn't it? Because I've said this to...
He'd come to you and go, I've got a problem. You go and talk to one of your friends.
You've got the place where you meet, but then if it ends up going, like, the first time I met Scott probably for about, how long have we known each other? A few months at work, and then we had a work night out, and you got me wankered.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of the plaster being pulled off.
No, we're not moving away from that.
Okay, sorry.
So Scott got Joe, who was probably at the time just 18, got him absolutely paralytic, then had to get him to a place of safety, which Scott thought, that's probably my house where I can ply him with more alcohol.
Yeah.
More beer.
Took him to Scott's house, gave him more alcohol, then searched Joe's phone for something that resembled mum or dad, rang the one that said dad, and gave him his address, and then dad come round to
and I basically
clear him up.
I remember Joe in his dad's car and said sorry to his dad. And
I remember you came out and you said to him, because he was like, "You're right." Like, my dad's like a bit geezery, obviously.
Your dad's a
geezer.
He's not, but he geezers up.
No, he is a geezer.
And you went, "Your son's a fucking legend," and he went, "He's fucking drunk is what he is."
No, but the thing is, right, I suppose it's not great because where I can handle my drink quite well.
Yeah.
And Joe was trying to go pound for pound for me, which was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And I introduced him to rum. But the thing is, you know, when like a normal person, when they're trying to sober someone up, gives them water.
Yeah.
But
you gave me Carlin.
I gave him Carlin, right? Which for me is
quite close.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if I'm trying to sober, I wouldn't even drink Carlin.
Yeah.
Right? But I was like, oh, you have a Carlin? It's fucking water. But then he got more pissed. I was like, how's he getting more pissed on Carlin?
So do you have a best friend, Joe, or would that be your partner?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to sort of say I don't have a Scott. Like you always say, always find a Scott. I don't have a Scott. So I guess probably because of you, my threshold of a best friend is my expectation is a lot higher because I've seen.
Oh, well, you're saying we've set the bar really high?
No, to be honest, before I met you, I didn't have a best friend in my life that I care about as much as I do you because it just hadn't come into my life. But you're so important to me, and we're not going to do crying.
No, it's not do crying.
But you are, and I talk to Joe quite a lot, and he'll talk to me about our friendship, and I'll just say, get yourself a Scott. Yeah, everyone needs a Scott in their life.
That's such a lovely thing to say.
Yeah,
but the thing is with Joe, right? So, and it's a weird one because I get, and I've had this a lot, and I must give out a vibe that I don't know I'm giving out before you know me. It's not resting bitch face.
No, I know what it is. I know what it is because I know you so well.
What is it?
I've talked to people about this. There was a lady at work that we used to work with that said the same thing. Well, I always thought Scott was a bit of a twat, but actually, when you get chatting to him, I'm like, exactly. Because what you said earlier about the fact that people will want to talk to you. I mean, because you're that person, it's really difficult for you to understand it. If you were on the tube and Sol Campbell was sitting next to you, and you started talking to him, but he didn't want to talk about being in the football thing, he just wanted to talk about kebabs, you'd be like, no, I want to talk about Arsenal, which is exactly the same as somebody that talks to you at a party. You're from a massive band, a huge band. People, when they come up to you, are coming up to you because you're in a band. You can sense that straight away, so you shut down a little bit. As Sol Campbell would with you on the tube. He wouldn't go, wave, I'm the Arsenal. He wouldn't do that.
And when I left Tottenham, it was
he's not going to sit down. No, it's like Ricky Gervais says this really well. What do you expect from me? Fucking hell, we should be best mates. It's not going to happen. He said, that's what Ricky Gervais says. Somebody comes over to him and says something Ricky Gervais-y, like, I don't know, fact, so... And he's like, and what's my response supposed to be? Oh my God, that was brilliant. We should be best mates. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people get when they meet you. They might not, you're quite guarded because you're protecting, protecting the Scott that isn't the pop star.
Does that then get misconstrued for arrogance then?
Possibly. And I think I've probably met pop stars in my job as a DJ where I've interviewed them and I thought, they come across a little bit rude. But then I think that's because I don't actually know them. That's a weird situation when you're in a room, in a soundproof room with a microphone in your face, and then somebody else comes in who you've never met before and sits opposite you and you start talking to them about their childhood. That is weird because
it is weird because I remember, and Joe did say to me, it was a while, he said, I was really nervous when I met you. And I remember, I come in and made a joke. I sat next to you, didn't I, Joe, and come in and made a joke? Yeah, so
I'll be honest, and this is awful, but I did really prejudge you because...
People do.
I did. I did.
I don't think I did that out of like the pop star thing because like, I mean this, I don't mean this offensively, but you was before me.
Yeah, of course.
So I didn't really know the sort of extent of you. But when I first met you, I think you was, I was doing like I literally come in and sat for the day and was like sitting making production stuff or whatever for free. Like just really wanted to be in the radio. And you came in like before the show and you was on the phone to somebody arguing. And I was just like, okay, this guy, and didn't say anything obviously because you didn't know who the hell I was. It was just a random person in the office. And I was just like, okay, maybe this guy is not someone to talk to. But then when I started coming in regularly, that's when we started talking to each other. I think I was so wrong.
I think the thing with you as well, you're quite shy and people don't expect you to be shy.
I'm shy until I know you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I've always said to people. No, he's absolutely fine. He's just, if he doesn't know you, he doesn't know you.
People laugh when I say I'm shy. They go, yeah, of course you are.
There's somebody else that I've met that's exactly the same as you, which is Johnny Vaughan. If you don't know him, he will come, it comes across quite rude. He did with me. And then when I got to know him, we become really, friendly at work. And then he was really nice. People go, oh, you get on so well with him. It's like, I have made the effort.
Yeah, but that's the thing is because, and it's a really weird one. So talking about peers here is actually it's a difficult one for me because I have to make the effort because no one's going to make the effort to talk to me because, and I've heard other celebrities say it, like I've heard female celebrities say, well, I can't meet someone, I can't meet a partner because I'm Beyonce and no one's going to come over and go, can I buy you a drink? Because I'm Beyonce. And I'm not putting myself in that league, but what I'm saying is people don't expect that they can talk to, like you not knowing me, you've got this weird thing where you go, well, I can't go over and introduce myself. It's that guy from the band. And I was at and David Essex, I was in a musical with David Essex and Sophie Lawrence, from EastEnders. And so and I hate saying like I was one of the famous people because I don't look at myself like that. I look at myself just a bloke that was in a show, right? And, a bloke that's in a band, right? But to tell the story properly, I was a billed person in Boogie Nights and so was David and so was Sophie. So we're seen as the stars, right? We're the three stars.
You're on the poster.
Yeah. With three people on the poster, right? And there was a guy there called Mark who was also on the poster, but he was the lead part. Mark, who played in the show, was the lead part. I was offered the lead part and I read the script and I said, I don't want the lead part. I said, I want to play Terry because he's going to get all the laughs. I said, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I said, that's a better role for me. So I turned down the lead part and they gave it to Mark, who was brilliant. But Mark didn't like me at first. We get on now. I haven't seen him for years, but he didn't like me because he thought I was arrogant. I wasn't arrogant. I was shy. I didn't talk to many people and no one would speak to David because it's David Essex. And so everyone thought David was arrogant. But Sophie, being in the industry for so long, she had like been able to integrate into the group and she was quite good at that. She wasn't shy, very, very extrovert. And so everyone was like, oh, Sophie's great. Me and David were like left out in the cold by everyone, but their version of events would be we took ourselves away.
Yeah.
It didn't happen that way. What happened is me and David clung to each other for dear life because no one really spoke to us. And we slowly but surely we integrated ourselves into the group by really going out of our comfort zone to be part of the group. So then hopefully the members of the cast didn't think I was arrogant. I mean, I had my leading lady in the show. We never spoke. We'd scenes together all the time. We didn't really speak. And I hate to think that those people thought I was arrogant. It just never materialized. We never and who was it the other day? I was at a barbecue and the guy won't mind me mentioning it, a guy called Adam. I went to a barbecue and Adam was there and I've met Adam a good few times. He's a really nice guy. And so when I knew Adam was there, I was like, oh, Adam will be there. That'll be nice. I'll talk to Adam. Oh, Alan will be there. I can talk to Alan as well. But that was it really. I didn't know many other people. And get talking to Adam, and he goes, and I've met him 6 times. Always spoke to him, really, really nice bloke. And he went, I got to tell you, he went, before I met you, I thought you were a right twat. And I said, I've heard that so many times. I said, can I ask why? And he went, well, you know, just because, like, you know, you're in a boy band and you probably, you know, I thought you'd be full of yourself. And I said, but do you realise that all of those things that you've just said, they're all on you? They're all you've made them all up.
Yeah.
And then assigned them to me. And I have to say, we had a laugh about it, and I said, I'm glad you don't think I'm a twat now. And he said, no, I still think you're a twat, but for the right reasons. Like,
yeah.
We had a good bit of banter.
Yeah.
But I done it to Peter Andre, and I've spoke to Peter Andre about it, because, and I done exactly what people do to me. I looked at Peter Andre, I thought, he's a good looking guy, but he's a right prick. He's got abs, but he's a right prick. He looks great, but he's a right prick. So every positive I gave him, I had to give him a negative. So I decided that Peter Andre loved himself, full of shit, was a prick. And I carried that round for quite a while, met the guy. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Such a lovely, lovely guy.
Yeah.
And we get on really well. So when I see him, you know, and I've got his number and that, and we chat on occasion. And I told him, I said, I thought you was a twat. And he said, everyone thinks I'm a twat.
Do you I mean, that it's interesting you say that, because we didn't get off to the best start, and we've talked about it probably in every episode, so we don't need to go into it. But it was probably it's a prejudged, it's not a prejudged, I think Scott from Five's a bit of a dick. It's, I've met people in my job, and famous people always tend to be a little bit, you know, standoffish, a little bit guarded, which might come across as arrogant. Whereas actually
half of them are shy.
Yeah. And the problem is, you go up and I talk to you and there's no eye contact. You know, oh, you're nice to meet you, mate. And then you wander off and I think, yeah. And you basically confirm my suspicions. You're a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
He's just wandered off. I tried to say hello. He's wandered off. But in reality, you haven't got anything to say to me, because I've just come up to you and said, hello, you know, I think your band's great. And you're like, thanks, shake your hand, walk off. Because what's the alternative?
Where can we go from there?
Pull up a chair. Let's talk about my band.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. So I think there is that preconceived, and Joe had it as well, that preconceived idea. And he obviously overheard a phone call and you were having a bad day or something. So all of those things feed into the narrative that you've created.
I wonder who I was shouting at.
Probably me.
I was that day. I hadn't actually watched the film at the time, but I did watch it months after, and I was like, oh my God, I was Shallow Hal. I was fully Shallow Hal that day.
What does that mean?
You never seen Shallow Hal?
No.
Good film.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
You talk about films you haven't seen. You never seen Shallow Hal.
It's a great film.
What's it
It's
about?
about prejudging, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very good film. I think it's the one I've seen.
He dates
the girl with the memory.
Yeah. He dates people based on how they look, basically, and he should look inside.
It's very good. Not inside. Like
Did I ever tell you about Simon Webb from Blue?
Yes. Well, on the podcast. Yeah. You had a bit of an issue that you thought he was a bit of a twat.
Well, yeah, but so I made a joke about Lee Ryan, because I knew Lee and Ant really well from Blue.
Yeah.
I didn't know Duncan and I didn't know Simon.
Yeah.
So we're doing the big reunion, and I make a joke. It's a cheap shot, but it's a joke that I know Lee won't get offended by.
Yeah. Because you know him.
Yeah. About dolphins.
Yeah.
You know, because he famously said something
I remember
about dolphins.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, oh yeah, don't start talking about dolphins again, Lee. Ha ha ha. Simon, just sticking up for his boy, which I love, sticking up for his boy, was a bit of a dick to me, right? And I was like, oh, right, he's a twat. He doesn't like me. And I always had this vibe of him that he didn't like me. Cut to like years and years later, not that long ago, a couple of years ago, he talks to me one day and I go, you're right, mate, blah, blah. And I'm talking back to him and going, oh, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, he's actually seems all right. And he went to me, oh, God, I can't believe I'm talking to Scott from Five. And I went, what? And he went, I just can't believe we're having a conversation. I've wanted this forever. Like, and I'm like, I said, I thought you hated me, mate. I said, you've never spoken to me. I said, you had that one thing with me at the big reunion a couple of years ago. I said, I've just given you a wide berth ever since. He went, He went, I'm like the biggest fan. He said, I fucking love you. He said, I think you're amazing. Massive Five fan, but like and I was like, you are not oozing that. You are oozing.
Somebody should tell your face.
Yeah, you are oozing hate, mate. Like, and now, like, we get on really well, and it's so funny, isn't it? You don't know. You shouldn't judge someone before you get in there.
And it's and you have to. It's like a present, innit? You have to unravel it. You have to give time for that relationship to happen. If you said it last week, if I hadn't have made the effort with you, we'd never have this. We'd never have the friendship we've got.
No,
because I would have thrown it away.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't have known.
No,
I just would have gone.
Well, you would probably have gone round for years going, oh, that's gone for dickhead, absolute dickhead.
Yeah, that's really bad, isn't it? How many best friends can you have, given that best by its very nature is a word that means something singular?
No, see, I don't see. I think you can have.
I had two best men.
Yeah, no, but
at my wedding.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? So I haven't got loads of best friends. I haven't got loads of friends. Some of them I'd just call my mates.
Yeah.
And then I've got you. I've got obviously Kerry.
Yeah.
I've got Nick and Rob. Like, they're all people I can.
That list started with me, then Kerry.
But what I would say
then
is
Rob and that.
Those 4 people or 5 people that I just named, there's only 5 people I could call on at any time for different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for example, if I need a shoulder to cry on, easily you, easily Martin, easily Kerry. If I need quick, I'm in fucking trouble, I need you to be there, it's easily Rob. If I need someone to go for a pint with, it's easily Nick. Like, there's all these, like, they've got all of them have got their strengths.
Because if you said, I'm in serious trouble, I need somebody to meet me here, bring the boys, I'd go, yeah, no worries, man. And then I'd ring you back 5 minutes later and go, I don't know any boys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you got Rob's number?
Yeah. Can you phone Rob? And actually, you might need to have to help. I'm like, no, I've asked you. No, but like, I mean, I famously once on here, didn't I? I said, and I had to get myself out of a hole. I famously said on one of the episodes that I think Nick would leave me up a mountain.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't, but Rob would probably get there faster because he's more aggressive and like he'd probably run a few people over to get to me.
Yeah.
Whereas Nick would be like, a red light for a reason. do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? But
I have best friend. I've got friends that I've known for years and years and years that mean everything to me. They mean the world to me, and I see them occasionally. A couple of them live abroad now, so I don't see them as much. But when I do see them, or we go out for a beer, it's literally like I saw them last Tuesday.
I don't see Nick. Like I see Nick. He came around a couple of Saturdays ago for the football. I probably won't see him again for another 4 months, but we'll go out for a beer. I get on really well with Alex, but don't see him all the time.
Yeah.
My dad's one of my best mates.
Yeah.
And my dad said to me the other day, God, I don't like it when you're this busy. I haven't seen my dad for a week or so.
Maybe me and your dad should start hanging out, because I'm going to feel like that soon as well.
Mate, you should, because honestly, you know how cool my dad is.
Your dad's the best. Cool, yeah. He is. Yeah, so best friends, I mean, I'd say, if somebody said, who's your best friend, I would say you, because actually you're my best mate, but I have got other friends that are really, really close to me. But I think I probably, I don't think I have any other best friends. I've got friends that I hang with and do stuff with that doesn't involve you. I probably see my other friends more than I see you.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I see you the most out of everyone. That's because we have to contractually work together. But funny enough, I see, so Rob's one of my best friends, and I see his mum the other day. I said, I haven't seen Rob for ages. And she said, oh, we're busy. I said, well, yeah. I said, and the fact that I'm trying to not drink at the moment. Yeah. I said, and having Rob around going, drink, you pussy.
Yeah,
drink.
Yeah. I'm easier to hang out with at the moment. Yeah. It's either Huel or tea. You're like, okay. How do you know when you found your tribe, what changes? That's a really good question. It just feels natural, doesn't it? It just feels normal. Yeah, there's no effort. That's it. That's exactly it. Ding. There is no effort. And that's what happened when I met you after the initial
hatred.
He's a twat. No, but once it started to gel, I did come around your house, and I was still quite shy back then and not really used to, big environments. And I thought going around your house, it would be like a Smash Hits pole winners party. There'd be hundreds of thousands of people there. Wasn't far wrong.
But it was one singular moment, wasn't it? It was when I phoned you about your dad.
Yeah, but that was where that's when I realised it wasn't just, you weren't just a pop star, you were a human being. Because I think that's the thing, because we're fed what we see on TV. So if I looked at you, I mean, Neighbours from Hell.
Good looks and the hair and that, and
yeah, that's the first thing. Well, I had the same spiky hair as you.
Yeah, copyright that.
But with the no, I'm older. I must have had it first.
No.
With the Neighbours from Hell, if you think about the perception I would have got,
just like a brick on that.
No, but if you think about the perception I would have got from 5, I'm on the radio, so I'm talking about burning fucking hotel rooms down, Neighbours from Hell, how you absolutely destroyed the house you lived in and pretty much everybody else's property in the road just by being there, and it was on ITV. 5 bad boys with the power to rock you. And I'm what am I, 28? I'm an older part of 20s.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking this guy from the boy band 5 is somebody that I'm going to be best mates with. That, of course I'm not.
No.
You know me as a person now.
Yeah.
If you think about the narrative that was created by your managers, put me in that. I'm not in that at all. I'm not.
And then I've stolen your radio show.
Yeah, then the boss has gone, oh, there's this guy who a 5 bloke wants to do radio. And I'm like, brilliant, give him a show, but not mine.
Yeah.
He's not a radio presenter. I'm a radio presenter, and blah, 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 blah. And then you ring me because you've heard through the grapevine, because I've not told you, because why would I?
Yeah.
And you've rung me, because they would have told you Chris is off air, his dad's died, and blah, blah, blah. And all you thought about was his dad's died. Bang, on the phone straight away. You got my number from there, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, no, shit, he's human. Of course he is. He's just a normal person.
Yeah.
And that, I think, and after that, we'd gone out for a beer and it wasn't awkward.
No.
And actually, a couple of people I spoke to at that party I said I went to on Saturday, the conversation was like, I don't know where to go with the conversation. It's awkward. Didn't have that with you. We just talked. And yeah. And I think that's when you realise, and you come away from it thinking, I got a lot out of that. I really enjoyed that. That was a really nice night. I want to see him again.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like a relationship, isn't it?
No, it's a bromance, isn't it? It's
you meet and you go out for a drink. Like if you were on a first date and you go, well, she was really nice. I didn't feel uncomfortable. She's definitely, I want to see her again. I think it's the same in a friendship, because they're all relationships, aren't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, and that's the thing. Like, you hit the nail on the head. You don't have to see someone all the time. Like, so Kerry's cousin John is such a lovely guy. I think you have met John a few times.
Yeah, I might have done.
And really nice guy. And he comes round every couple of months and we have a game of pool. Like, and my mate Dan comes round every Friday. He comes round every Friday and plays pool. Like we talk a lot. Like there's no awkwardness. If you can speak to someone and there's no awkwardness.
Yeah.
And, like, Sean from 5, me and Sean speak all of the time, and he's right up there. Like, I'd actually say Sean's one of my best friends, like, in terms of, he would do anything for me, that guy, absolutely anything, so.
And also the thing you'd get from Sean is, that he knows your journey.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk to me about being in a band, I kind of get the fame bit a little bit because of my little bit at Capitol and stuff, but Sean's literally lived your life.
Yeah.
He's been in the band. He's been on stage.
Northern Scott from 5.
He's Northern Scott from 5. So he can talk to you, and yeah, I suppose you can talk to him and go, God, I know it's a lot of money, but it's fucking hard work at it. You can't say that to your mate who's a plumber.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Because they know the money.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, what? It's hard being in a boy band.
No.
I can hear the conversations when you're telling a plumber who's got up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
We've said this on interviews and stuff. That's why it's awkward.
Yeah, of course.
I can't phone my mate Wee Man, who's a plumber, or my mate Tony, who's a plumber, and go, fucking hell, that's in 45 minutes last. And then go, and I only got paid blah blah blah.
But it's
they might punch me.
But it's the constant demand. Yeah. I'd rang you on the way to doing shows on Capitol and saying to you, I'm having a fucking panic attack. I'm literally curled down in a tube station having a panic attack. If I'd rang any of my mates and go, panic attack about what? Going to play music across London for 3 hours.
What have you got to complain about?
But it was the pressure. It's the constant demand. It's the need. You know, you have to be there. It wasn't a choice. I didn't choose. I had to be there. There's a gig on Saturday. You have to be there because they paid you to do all that. So you felt owned. So you felt out of control, and control is where you obviously find your mental health balance. If you're in control, if you're not in control, that's really hard. And you talked about going to New York. You're not in control of that situation. No. Somebody else is. And I think, yeah. But how do you know when you found your tribe? I think it's when you realise that you don't have to make an effort.
Yes, it's just easy.
Yeah.
And you don't get that annoyed. Like, I like it that I can phone Nick or Nick can phone me after. And we've had it when we weren't doing this. Like, months could go by when we hadn't spoke. But there's no, God, bloody hell. You know, thought you'd fallen off place to play. Yeah. It's just, all right, mate, oh, bloody hell. Love, what are you doing?
Are you printing there, Joe? I think your microphone's still on.
Sounds like you're having a wank.
I think you can hear it, but it's not actually on the podcast.
Oh, right. Can we not?
Oh, really?
Can we not hear it? Because it's quite off-putting.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that word, peers. I didn't think that would be that interesting, but it is. You got more things to bring out, or is that the end of it?
That's just listeners.
Okay, I thought he was. You're doing correspondence to the week.
I'm getting ready for next.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that wasn't on the podcast. You could just hear it. Sorry.
That's fine. That's not a problem. So Piers is going to be entered into the A to Z of men for the letter P. And
no, it says pears.
Start again.
Start again. Yeah, I really like pears.
Pair of ears, pair of tits, pair of earrings, and apples and pears. Back next week. A to Z of men, letter P. Piers, locking it in. Piers going into the A to Z of men for the letter P. And we talked about friendship a lot on the show. Yeah. Obviously, our podcast is based on this friendship. We've got a friendship that we like sharing. I don't like sharing it. He does. We like sharing it with you.
We do.
And it's important. Get a Scott. Right, so A to Z of men, it's the letter P. So where are we going on the celebrity?
Oh, sorry.
No, on the name.
But
on the name game.
Q next week.
Q next week.
Wow.
Q?
Yeah, Q.
Okay. We'll see what that's going to be. Quiz?
Quail.
Quiz. I bet it's a quiz. It's going to be Mr. and Mrs., but Mr. and Mr., and it's going to be a quiz.
It could be.
Oh, my God.
That would be. Mate, it's got to be quiz.
Because Kerry and Karen do the letters themselves. So Kerry would have all your questions. Karen would have... It's a quiz.
Oh, my God, it's going to be a quiz.
It's a quiz.
Yay.
I bet it's Quickie or something.
I was going to say, don't get yourself too hyped.
Okay, but why don't we say, even if it's Quickie, we'll do a quiz.
Joe, can you organise a quiz if it's not quiz? Can you organise you know what the word is because you've already got it. If it's not quiz, can you get 10 questions off both of them and just
do a quiz?
So we can do a quiz.
Because you really want to do a quiz.
Yeah, because, we do, because it's like Mr. and Mrs. and we could do it, maybe get the music on that. I don't know.
Oh, no, Mr.
Yeah, we can do that. Mr. and Mr.
Okay.
It's 2025.
Okay.
Okay, P. Who are we having for P on Piers Morgan? I know, because Morgan.
No.
Auburn. No.
No.
Oh, Peter Andre.
No.
Peter on Grey.
No, yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Oh. Okay.
No,
on day.
On gay.
No.
It is loads.
No, there's not.
There is.
You can't say on.
There is a fair amount.
What? On gay, on...
So you're rhyming Dre, not Andre. Peter on Grey.
Just
that's fine. We did it last week.
Okay.
It's fine. It's Joe to go first.
It's time for the name game.
Okay, Peter Andre. He likes men. That's Peter on gay.
Okay. Peter Andre. He is depressed. That's Peter on Grey.
Oh, so I was going to use that for grey hair. Peter Andre, he doesn't like the night. That's Peter on day.
There you go. So you know we're rolling.
Peter Andre. He likes to speak. That's Peter on say.
Peter Andre likes to go to the farm, and that's Peter on hay.
Peter Andre, he likes pop music. That's Peter on Ray.
Yeah.
Ray.
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 Doctor. There you go.
I know, Ray, yeah.
Peter Andre likes to be by the coast. That's Peter on Bay.
Peter Andre likes making poetry. That's Peter on Clay.
Oh.
What did I say? Poetry? Pottery. Yeah.
Peter Andre. He something Peter on.
What do you mean something?
He's out. Joe?
Something.
Because I can't think of a saying.
Peter Andre. He's something. That's Peter on something. Yeah. It's not going to work.
No.
Peter Andre, he has lots of money. That's Peter on Pay.
No.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I was trying to do, like, as in, Faye. I couldn't think of it. Is Faye a word?
Peter Andre doesn't like to go anywhere. That's Peter on Stay.
Oh, yeah, there's loads. You won, Joe. You take it. Take it to the bank.
Yeah.
Bank it. Take that as your wages this
Have you
week.
seen our new Celebrity Name Game intro yet?
No.
You've not what you so you don't watch the episodes on YouTube. No.
There's a Celebrity Name Game intro?
No, not Celebrity Name Game, sorry, just Name Game.
Name Game intro?
There's a Name Game intro, yeah.
Is there?
Have you not seen that?
I want to hear
No.
it.
I'll
watch it.
I'll show
watch it
you
on YouTube.
after. I'll show you after.
When did it start?
Last week.
I normally listen to the episodes. I don't normally watch the YouTube.
No.
I sometimes watch the YouTube, but I'm not great at watching myself on camera, so I don't generally watch it all.
Not
But
one for the wank bank.
Yeah, but your shots aren't a lot.
I'll show you that. I'll show you after. I'll show you it after the episode.
Show me after the episode. And yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because I like the beginning of our podcast where we always forget the YouTube's rolling when we just walk in.
Yeah.
I really like that. They're really funny. And then we start, but it's me talking at me on the YouTube. I'm like, it's me talking to me.
So hang on. So I haven't watched the YouTube. So on YouTube every day, do I go and do the clap? Do I?
Yeah, but as you do the clap, it's weird. The AZMN logo is in your clappy hands, and then it goes there, and then I go, hey, it's the AZMN, then it's the episode P. It looks really professional.
Oh,
but
how have we done that?
I don't know. Well, Joe's done that. Anyway, AZMN is on YouTube. This episode will be out on Tuesday on the YouTube, and we have some social media this week where we had to do 2 truths and 1 lie. His is ridiculous, so definitely watch those. There are 2 out there, Joe.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah.
So the one I did.
We're trying to do a little bit more social media goodness for people.
Okay.
Any trends you think that we should be jumping on, definitely let us know if it doesn't involve singing and dancing. Definitely, pretty much, that's all of them, isn't it?
Are you a bit bored of singing and dancing, Scott?
Well, no, I don't think we're going to get him to do some unserious dancing and singing just before a tour.
No,
that's going to happen.
No, you're not.
Thank you very much for listening. If you want to check us out on socials, it is at the...
Big yawn there I just done.
What is it? AZMN Pod?
AZMN
Pod. And you can find us on the internet and email us at chrisandscottuk@gmail.com. Let's a Q next week. Definitely going to have a quiz, and we'll see you for that then.